G'day traders, this is John Howe speaking, and today we're going to have a look at just the overall markets and see where the Dow is on the Dow 30, and let's have a look at the Australian market as well, and let's have a look at the index that's XAO, which is the All Ords on the Australian market. So what I want to look at is how weird the market is at the moment. Now, for my last 4 or 5 years of my trading career, I haven't seen the market as weird as it is right now. Now, what I mean by that is, as I go through these charts, generally you'll see when the Dow makes a pretty decent move, so will the All Ords on the Australian market. So what generally happens is, if you look at a All Ords chart, of the All Ords on the Australian market, if you look at the All Ords chart and look at the Dow chart, generally they'll look the same. They generally will. Not exactly the same, but generally they'll look the same. But what I'm going to show you today is the Dow is showing that the market wants to go up, and the All Ords wants to show this market wants to go down or continue down. Now, do I know how long it's going to keep going up or keep going down for? No, that's obviously hindsight. But what we can do is use technical analysis to provide our solutions of getting in or getting out of trades. Now, again, we're just looking at the All Ords today and getting a bit of an overfeel of where the markets are really at. So, right now we're looking at a daily chart of the All Ords, and what we can see here is we can see a pretty funky pattern forming here. We can see we have a low, but we can see we've just formed a higher low. Okay, now remember, this is on a daily chart, so this higher low could be the start of, if I just draw a little trend line down through there and I just open my chart up a bit, notice how it starts through there, bounced, and we could get another bounce through here. Now, today is Friday the 17th. Friday the 17th. Friday the 18th. Sorry, and right now I'm recording this at 12, round about lunchtime on Friday. Now, at this current moment, the XAO today is down over 110 points. Now, the All Ords is down over 112 points. Now, the Dow yesterday was up 1 point. Now, again, I just want to show you how weird the market is at the moment. Now, I still trade the market. I still get in and get out to do my trades, but I'm just telling you just to be very careful of your trading opportunities, and be very careful of what's actually happening out there in the market, because the markets are giving conflicting signals at the moment, and you've got to get a good feel where the market is going to have a good trading opportunity. Now, if you're long-term buy and hold, and you like the long-term buy and hold stocks, a lot of people have been asking me, is it the right time to buy and hold? Well, the market has come down a fair bit, yes, but what you've got to realize is that each individual stock has its own personality, has its own profit, debt, all that sort of stuff, the fundamentals behind it. So if you look at the long-term buy and hold, there still are companies out there that you can do that. Remember, just because the All Ords has gone down doesn't mean every single stock on the stock market has gone down. I know a good friend of mine, when the overall market went down, I think this was in '02, he actually bought a couple of stocks and they went up about 12% in that 1 year. The purpose of the story is to say, listen, just because the market goes down doesn't mean stocks don't go up. Okay? But if you long-term buy and hold, make sure you get educated, make sure you teach yourself the fundamentals, and also get a good technical entry point as well. So let's look at this. We have higher lows on a daily chart, but if we go to a weekly chart, look at this. The weekly chart is saying we still want to go down, lower highs. This is indicating lower lows, indicating that the sellers are still in control. Now, once again, when you look at that, this is the overall weekly chart, and I'm a big believer of compressing my weekly chart up a fair bit and saying, okay, where is the overall market going right now? And just have a good look. We can see we had a pretty big upward trend through here, starting from the bottom through here, and if I just quickly draw a trend line up through there, you can see that that's pretty valid. Okay, we had bounces off all through here. Now if I just open up my chart, notice where it's getting a bit of resistance at the moment. Let me bring it back over to a daily chart, and you can see that trend line that I just drew, support, support, now becoming resistance, now becoming a lower high with a big cracking down day. At the moment, we still have a couple of hours left on the last day, which is Friday. So, but what we can see on the Australian market, again, if we just bring it over to a weekly chart, just to get a good clear picture, we can see that this market still wants to go down because we're still making lower lows and lower highs. So the sellers in the overall market are still in control on the Australian market. Now, that's the Australian market. Let's go have a look at the Dow. Okay, this is the Dow weekly chart. Now, just remember, I'll quickly bring up, this is the XAO. XAO is doing what? Lower highs and lower lows. Sellers are still in control. Let's bring up the Dow chart. What's the Dow chart doing? This is the Dow weekly chart. The Dow chart is having conflicting signals, and I don't think it doesn't really know what it wants to do at the moment. This is the Dow chart, which is the top 30 stocks. Look at this. We have, let me open up the chart a bit. We have a high, an equal high, and at the moment this is a lower high. So, but look at this. We have a low, a higher low. Now, that's indicating that the buyers want to take control through here. And if we bring it over to a daily chart, we can see that we had this big upward move, and now we're coming against this resistance line. If we just compress our chart up a bit, you'll notice that there is, let me just bring up a weekly chart and open up a bit. You'll notice that there's a fair bit of support and resistance around about there. Okay? Go back to our daily chart now. We can see that this was our support, came down, came resistance, resistance, and you can see that this market's becoming resistance to almost resistance there, almost another resistance through there. So the market is at a pretty decent resistance on the Dow chart. But on the Australian market, the market says, listen, I still want to go down. But on this Dow chart, this market is still making, look at this, low, higher low, higher low. We have just remember, we have a pretty decent support and a pretty decent resistance around there. It's trying really hard to break past that. So if it does break past that, then I would say I would spend a bit of time in the upward direction. But at the moment, the sellers are definitely taking control once it gets up to this move up, once it gets up to this area up through here. So let's go have a look at the weekly chart once again, and let's delete those lines. Now if I just quickly do this, if I quickly just draw a line from here, just this bottom here, I haven't gone back too far. Let's just go from here, and let's just draw a trend line up through there. And notice how we had a couple of bounces. Had a bounce here, bounce here, bounce here, and now look where it actually bounced off. This trend line, bounced and bounced. That's showing that the buyers are kicking in and the buyers want to take control. But right now, if we are looking at this, this is what the overall Dow is doing. Okay, it's in a little, it's really in a tight range at the moment. That's why it's gone sideways. There are some people out there buying it through here once it's bouncing off this trend line, and some people selling it through there as well. So overall market, the Dow says it wants to go up. The All Ords say it wants to go down. Now remember, if you want to buy and hold, but do it on particular stocks that are very good fundamentally behind it. Get educated and make sure you do the right thing. My name's John Howe. Please go to my forum and post some feedback about this video. And please tell me, what do you think? Where do you think the market's going to go? Australian market says it's going to go down. The Dow says it's going to go up. Hop on my forum and leave some feedback. I'll talk to you soon. Trade in the stock market is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee your profit from the information provided. The information in these videos is meant for educational purposes only. That being said, I've been trading the market profitably for many years. So please, do your own homework and make sure you look after your current financial situation.